Alright everybody, welcome back to FX Action Trader weekly market analysis video. So as usual, I'm going to share with you the pairs that I found potential for us to trade along the week. So let us start with Euro Dollar. So for this pair, we can see on daily chart that the key level on the daily chart has actually been violated by a very strong bullish momentum to the upside. So in this week, we are going to focus on a buy signal instead of a sell signal. So let us go to our entry time frame or H4 time frame. So on H4, what we can see is that there is a more clear bullish channel or bullish trend line along the way. And we can see that market has been creating higher highs and higher low along the bullish trend. So on H4, we can see that market has actually broke the previous high on Friday, and before the market closed, the market has actually created a new high level. So on this week, what we are going to do is that we are going to wait for a pullback and we are going to enter for a long trade or a buy trade. So let us go to the pound dollar. So on pound dollar, last week, we mentioned about the double bottom on a daily support zone being formed at here. And this is a very important key level for us to take note. So on H4, we can see that there is a strong push to the upside. And market is now currently doing a pullback. So what we're going to do is that we are going to wait for a buy signal on this area, or we can wait for a buy signal at Fibonacci area around 50 or 61.8. In other words, market is now in the entry zone where we can look for a buy signal either on H1 time frame or a smaller time frame. So when we have a very clear buy signal such as the break of this downtrend trend line, we can enter for a buy trade with the strict stop loss just right below this key level of H1 or H4. So let us go for the next pair, Kiwi dollar or New Zealand dollar. So this pair was a bit challenging, that market attempt to break this previous support level. This was a very strong support level created on previous days or previous weeks. And we could see that after the break of this support level, market did a nice pullback to this level. But unfortunately, we couldn't see a very clear sell signal at this level. And what we saw was the opposite, is that market break into this resistance level again, and we can see that a new high was created. So at this time being, market is more bullish than bearish. So on this week, we are going to focus on a buy signal instead of a sell signal for this pair. So let us move to the gold. So gold on daily chart, market is now in a very strong resistance level. This level was tested previously around 1809, and we have a massive drop around 1000 pips. A massive drop around 1200 pips after this zone was being retested. So on this week, we can see that market is now going to retest this zone again on H4. We can see that the bullish momentum has started to deplete, and we could see that the sellers has starting to come into the market. So on H4, this could be a double top or a head and shoulder pattern, and we can enter for a short trade after this uptrend trend line was broken. All right. So in other words, if the level of 1768 was broken, we can go for a short trade along the trend, and market could retest again the previous low at 1678, which is around 1000 pips from here. Right, let me check. Yes, it's around 1000 pips of the movement. So let us just wait patiently for this to happen. So let us move to the yen pair. So for yen pair this week, Euro yen has give us a much more clearer insights compared to last week, as last week market was still in a ranging condition or in a sideways condition. So for Euro yen on this week, we can see that on Friday before the market closed, market just shot up and market closed with a very strong bullish momentum. But however, the resistance on the daily chart was still hold, and we did not see a clear breakthrough of this resistance level. So on this week, what we are going to wait is that we are going to wait for one more clear break above the resistance level, and when market do the pullback, this is the time for us to enter for a buy trade and trade along with the trend. So let us move to Pow Aussie. So on Pow Aussie daily chart, we can see that the first signal of this daily chart is that market has broken this uptrend structure and market created a new low. All right. And the second thing is that market retested the previous lower high of this daily structure, but market couldn't break above this structure. Meaning to say that instead of buy trend, market has now starting to go for a reversal, which is a downtrend. So on H4, we are going to focus on a sell signal. All right. On last week, we managed to caught some pips here. All right. Around here, we enter for a short trade, and we have taken about 60 pips of profit. And on this week, we are still going to enter for a short trade upon the pullback. All right. So let us mark the key level on H4, which is roughly around here. So this is the key level on H4, and on this week we are going to focus on a sell trade after the pullback, and our final take profit level is at 1.77718. So this is our final take profit level. So the last pair for this week would be the dollar Canadian pair. So this pair has shown us a beautiful market structure of a downtrend continuation, where market has formed a support level, and the support level was broken and become a new resistance level, and this resistance level was being retested for so many times, and this indicate that market is still in a very strong bearish momentum no matter what. So on H4, we are still going to look for a short trade. All right, we are still going to look for a short trade, and our final take profit is at here, 1.23629. So we can enter for a short trade at here, or we can just wait for a pullback and we can enter the trade immediately. All right, so let us plot out the Fibonacci. So we are expecting a pullback towards here about 1.2549, 1.25549 or 1.25560. So we are going to wait for a sell signal at this level. So that's all for this week market analysis. So for further update or any other details, please join us in Telegram, where we are going to do some updates there by daily basis. And also feel free to join our premium signal group, where we are going to give intraday calls on a daily basis. So thank you guys for watching this video. I'm going to see you guys again in the next video. Have a nice day.